Why was Harvey under investigation? William King Harvey, known throughout intelligence as the American James Bond, was assigned by Deputy Director Richard Bissell and Director of Plans Richard Helms to head an executive action program for the CIA, which was created to develop assassination attempts against foreign leaders. Harvey had held many positions over the years that made him suspicious to the committee. Besides his relationship with Roselli, he was one of only 3 people involved in a covert program to send false defectors into the Soviet Union, and was undoubtedly aware of Oswald's defection. As head of the Executive Action Program to assassinate Castro, he developed a profile of the ideal assassin. In his handwritten notes for the program, codenamed ZR Rifle, he defines the ideal assassin as a person with communist credentials that can be used if the cover is blown. Finally, Harvey hated the Kennedys. After the Cuban Missile Crisis, he had a confrontation with Bobby Kennedy that virtually ended his career, exiling him to an intelligence station in Rome. As the House Committee would learn, Harvey maintained his friendship with Johnny Roselli long after his exile to Rome. It was this connection that was of serious interest to the committee, and they wanted to ask Harvey about it. Unfortunately, Harvey died of a massive heart attack within weeks of his scheduled testimony.
Not long afterwards, the dismembered body of Johnny Roselli, Giancana's partner in the Castro murder plot, was found stuffed in an oil drum in the sea off Miami.
Sam Giancana told my father that we took care of Kennedy together, that elements of the CIA, along with members of the mob, joined together to assassinate the President of the United States, that they each had equal reason to make sure that Kennedy did no longer remain in office.
Santa telephones me, and he said that he had to see me. He had some very important things to discuss with me.
Santo suggested that they go and take a drive in my father's car. Santo was using my father as a priest to confess his final sins before he died.
Anxious and ailing, the frail godfather begins a monologue of regrets and recriminations covering a lifetime of crime.
All of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, he said, Carlos up. We should have killed Bobby instead of Giovanni. And of course, Giovanni, he meant John Kennedy is what he meant.
So what do you conclude about the agency? You have to conclude that they don't tell the truth to the government for which they work about the most important single thing that happened in the 1960s, John Kennedy's death.
I view his legacy as one of damage, one that not only took a person's life in terms of Lee Harvey Oswald, but took away from us, the American people, the chance to learn the real truth about why Jack Kennedy died in November of '63.
The mob killed our president, and they got away with it.